The boy was smaller than a finger, yet he was the biological son of the giant king. He was born deaf and mute, weak and powerless. Despite being a prince, even commoners dared to mock him. This was already the third time he had been robbed and left with only his underwear. Everyone looked down on him, but he was determined to become the greatest king. One day, the boy ran outside the city to play and suddenly noticed a shadowy creature stealing money. Startled, he was about to run away when the shadow caught up with him. The shadow asked who he was, but the boy couldn't speak and could only gesture that he had no money. Realizing the boy was deaf and mute, the shadow was surprised. Despite being different species, they were able to communicate without any barriers. The shadow threatened the boy with a knife, demanding money or his clothes. The boy stripped down to his underwear without hesitation. The shadow told the boy to wear something valuable the next day. The boy nodded vigorously and ran back obediently. The commoners on the street laughed at the prince running naked, but the boy smiled. The shadow was the only one who could communicate with him normally, and he longed for a friend. So, the boy dressed well and brought clothes to the shadow every day. Over time, the shadow took an interest in this naive boy. As soon as the boy left, the shadow followed him secretly, wanting to see who he really was. The people on the street ridiculed the boy for running around naked, and even children dared to tease him, which made the shadow feel guilty. It wasn't until the boy returned to the palace that the shadow realized he was a prince. The boy encountered his stepmother, who was furious at seeing him running around naked every day, saying he was disgracing the royal family. After muttering that the boy had no right to inherit the throne, she left in a huff. The boy's swordsmanship instructor used sign language to tell him to change his clothes quickly because the king wanted to see him. The shadow followed him to his room and saw the boy crying alone. But he quickly wiped away his tears and forced a smile as he ran towards the king's chamber, his understanding nature tugging at the heartstrings. The shadow finally understood that the boy was not naive at all. He was just silently enduring the ridicule of others, and his heart was actually in great pain. The boy used all his strength to push open the door. His tall father looked at him lovingly. He adored his son, who was smaller than his own finger. Once, he had single-handedly defeated the demon army, saved the people in dire straits, and established the kingdom. But now, he was seriously ill and had little time left. He was eager for the boy to grow up quickly so that he could smoothly inherit the throne.